Hello guys, and welcome back. This is Mr. Siege. Now, I'm attempting to live stream. Now, this is something I've not done in quite a while. Graham, GYUK, welcome to the stream. Now, yeah, not done this for a long time. First of all, because it has not been very successful for me. Hasn't worked at all, in fact. Loads of lag and, yeah, not very good at all. So, please do let me know if for any reason there's any problems with the stream, and this is probably just going to go in the bin more than likely, but I am going to attempt to do a Rate Your Siege live stream. Callie, welcome. Hydra, welcome to the stream as well. Again, you may hear the missus in the background, by the way. She's playing Apex, but this is just, it doesn't matter. Okay, we're just going for it today. Volume a little low. Okay. I can probably turn that up. Yeah, hold on. I can turn that up, guys. Just give me a second. Testing. Yeah, that should be better now. Let me know if that's better, Graham. Better. Perfect. There we go. Look, I'm almost an expert at live streaming now. Barely. The Siege Man, Callie. Yeah. You're a Siege Man too, Callie. Everyone could be a Siege Man nowadays. Right, so let's go for this. Now, if you're in the stream and you're in the Siege crew, now is the time to send your marches over, and we're going to rate them. Like, I've not shown the table from last time. I kind of need to adjust that a little bit. But we did have Siege failure. What is his name? What is wrong with me? Fail. It used to be Fail Whale. It's confusing now. Fail Siege or something. I don't know. I should know this. Someone help me out in the chat, please.
Is it just called like failure?
I'm just going through the
Siege failure.
Selfish failure. That's the one.
Like that.
Thank you, Mrs. Siege. So, yeah, we got there in the end very badly. So, Siege crew, let's say send me those commanders. Well, I should say, I did this last time, didn't I? It should be share me those commanders. Share me those commanders, and we are doing. What am I doing again? Yeah, I'm doing that right. Yeah, doing Rate Your Siege. So what's going on, everybody? Yeah, it's been a long time, like I say, since I streamed. And I do miss it, I've turned the settings right down, so maybe the pitch quality isn't going to be as great. But you know what? It doesn't matter too much as long as we're getting through and you guys can talk to me. It's been very I don't know. It must have been at least a year since I last live streamed. Francisco Dayum, I'm not on the cool kids chat. Oh, it's Fish. Hey, Fish. No, you're not. Yes, Big Jarvo, my guy. Oh, here we go. Mimi. Yes, Big Jarvo, you back again. Right, Mrs. Siege. We'll get on to Mrs. Siege.
Bottom of the table.
Oh, guys, we can do some slander today. We can go hard at Mrs. Siege because it's about to, someone should do. Right, Mimi Dragoon. Was it Dragons or Dragoons? I never know how to say it. Let's just double check. Mimi Dragoons. Okay. And she's got a gear on a Gonzalo de Cordoba. Okay, fair enough. Okay. A decent set of gear. A crit drum. Can't be many crit engineering drums about, I'll be honest with you. So, yeah, fair play to you. Now, I'd probably give this gear a 7 out of 10. Yeah. Now, obviously, 10 out of 10, we're looking at fully crit and all level 5 iconic gear. Obviously, you can hear Mrs. Siege in the background being a bit of a pain. But we'll get onto a gear in a minute. Okay, Inscription's looking pretty decent. My feelings on Merciless, and you know what? Sometimes it can be really good. You know, if you're in and out of battle a lot, this is very, very good indeed. And obviously, what did we have on here? We had a drum and a horn. So that rage, great rage generation. I think that's going to help a lot. But really, you want merciless on your John marches, really, because that increased rage speed for John is going to be the best. I'm not sure you're going to get an active skill off with Cordoba Garja. You may do with a drum and horn. Merciless claps, mate. You know what, Callie? In our KVKs, I think Merciless has been great. And, I've got Merciless now because we're in and out of battle so much. John Wicked, thank you very much. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I think with the in and out of battles, we didn't have an altar fight again. We're not getting any altar fights. I can't remember the last decent altar fight I got. And if you're not in an altar fight, Merciless could be pretty decent. So yeah, we've got full draw again. Consuming rage isn't amazing. Oh well, John Wicked, thank you very much. More donations. Wow, I should try and stream more often. And we've got Bloody Bolt, 2% range, normal damage dealt, and 5% more range, normal damage to troops with less than 50% units remaining. Again, if you're targeting troops with less than 50% units remaining, that is going to be a massive benefit, to be honest with you. And it's quite easily to do. Don Naughty sent one Mr. Siege gift memberships. Ooh, thank you very much. Callie, you got the gift membership. Thank you, Don Naughty. And Sharp Arrow's 4% boost, and that's probably the best inscription she's got on here. Now, stat-wise, Jesus, John Wicked, I'm loving it, mate. I mean, you honestly don't need to, but I appreciate it massively. Every little helps. Great to have you on the chat. You appreciate me. Oh my god, I didn't know anyone appreciated Mr. Siege, but yeah, thank you very much.
That's not very nice.
Even Mrs. Siege doesn't appreciate me. But yeah, 11.5s. That, two of those is really high. The defense is a little bit low, but we've got a bit of march speed on there to sort of counteract that, which is great. Overall, you've got a decent set of armaments there. Now, I'm gonna have to give you an 8 out of 10 for your armaments. Like, it could be better. And obviously, you've got health, which is fine. Now, we would prefer all damage. If you had all damage on there, then I could have upped it a little bit. But overall, very good. A 7 and 8. So, overall, Mimi Dragoons, I'm going to give you a 7.5, obviously, because that is the difference between 7 and 8. Quick maths, guys. Quick maths. Yeah, nice one, John. Right, we're getting on to Mrs. Siege. Okay. Oh, and they're all flying in now. Wow, guys. I don't know how many I'm going to get through today. Wait, Siege Mamail has sent a lot of commanders in there. Right, let us get on to Mrs. Siege. Oh, look at this, guys. I mean, what is this person thinking? I mean, they've not even got 2 accessories on. I mean, come on. But we do have 3 crits. Okay, it is all purple. And it's not bad. I know Mrs. Siege actually trades pretty well, and she doesn't have T5. Obviously, only T4, and her marches aren't maxed. Her commanders aren't maxed. I believe Cordoba is. Is Cordoba maxed?
Yeah.
What's Margaret? 5511. I mean, I can literally check. 55111, and she trades positive, guys. So this is crazy. But in terms of gear, I'm gonna have to give this
a 10 out of 10.
a 4.5 out of 10, which is pretty generous. Oh, Turbo, you're the Seedman guy. You're hiding, are you? All right, okay, fair enough. So yeah, Turbo, we'll get on to you in a minute then, because obviously we know you've got good gear. You were hurting me in KVK, so we know you're not too bad at all. Mrs. Siege rocking the epic, Graham. Yeah, she is. Oh my gosh, look at these armaments, guys. Mrs. Siege, what have you been doing? Nothing at all. Yeah. What's going on? So while in V4, well, loosed. Yeah, we know loose. 10% chance to deal extra range direct damage. It's not the worst actually. So yeah, you got a chance of doing 200 extra damage factor there, which isn't too bad at all. Bit of chat. Turbo coming to 69. I think you should do turbo. Una persona qualquiera. You're going to watch the worst siege march in history. Okay, what we are looking at that right now, aren't we? Or is there more? Okay, armored 2.5 defense. So that's on this purple one, isn't it? Yeah, because it's not even 3.5, guys. And line shot is a decent inscription, but stats here are pretty low. I'm gonna have to give Mrs. Siege a 5 for this. So you know what? I'm just gonna give it 4.5 overall. And I don't know if that's actually better than CM or worse. But if it's not worse, then we are going to give her a 4 instead, or even lower than CM. So, yeah, we're just going to stick Mrs. Siege at the bottom. I think she deserves that. And let's get on to...
Very nice.
It's fair. It's fair. CM's a proper Siege lover, so he doesn't deserve to be last. Right. Let's go on to the next one. Where are we? We're getting a bit behind here. We're going to have to speed through these. Kawa, you're next on the list. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We've got all crits apart from the ring and the plume, obviously. So this is going to be the highest equipment, the best equipment we've seen so far, let's say. And I'm going to have to give it a 9. I think having all them crit is really, really good. Now, the little upgrades you're doing here, it is good, but I think actually critting that gear is the best. But obviously, when you get to that level 4, damage to troops on the map is just going to be obviously OP, especially that 1.5 because you're getting the bonus. Yeah, getting a crit on everything is pretty amazing. So fair play to that. Some great gear. So I'm going to give you a 9. And I know 9 seems a bit harsh because obviously you've got all the tiers to go through. But you know, the 10's got to be fully crit, and then it's just them small increments from there. Now, again, looking at the armaments, they do look pretty decent at a glance. Sharpshooter, I'm still on the fence about sharpshooter. You know, I don't like that it's losing rage, but I still think it's the best in slot personally. 3 towers. Sorry guys, I'm sort of ignoring the chat a little bit now. I see you guys are talking to each other. Ethan, yeah, you're Uno, obviously from our kingdom. Bloody Bolt, ballistics. I really like ballistics. If you don't have merciless and you have ballistics, I think you're absolutely fine. 3% more damage when you're in ranged mode. I think's probably the best in slot if you're going to be doing constant active skills all the time. So yeah, a really good set of inscriptions and armaments in total. Decent stats. You got 1% all damage. I think I'm going to give this... I'm going to have to give it an 8.5, though. I don't think I can give it any more. That might even be slightly generous. High as... Going to 0 turbo. I mean, we could do. Turbo, you've never had ballistics. That's madness. Let me just show you something. So, is ballistics... Right. So, just going to go through my armaments quickly in this slot. And we've got 1 ballistics there. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. And that might be it. We've got 8 ballistics and we've got them terrible tempered in there. Yeah. Just quit turbo. Come on, how have you not pulled ballistics yet? You're meant to be a siege main, dude. Anyway, let's get on to this next one. So what do we give that one overall? 8.75. That does actually put you in first position, by the way. So that's mega. Well done to you. That was that Kawa? That was Kawa. So yeah, amazing. Now let's get on to turbos then. So turbo is in disguise as Siege Mamali. I'm clearly saying that wrong. But yeah, let's go take a look. So this is his Margaret, and obviously we don't know which is going to be the best gear. This could be his best set. Obviously 1 crit there. Again, this is a 7 out of 10 set. Horn and ring, very, very good. I know Turbo's got some drums as well. So a pretty impressive set of inscriptions here. Sharpshooter, assertive. I do like assertive. That's on this one, isn't it? Yeah, that's probably second or third best in slot. So at least he's got that. It's something. I know it's no ballistics, but there we go. You changed the username. Uno, well done. And stat-wise, again, very good. 1.7% all damage as well. I think, again, we're going to have to give that probably about an 8.5 out of 10. So we're looking at about 7.75 out of 10 on that march. So that's good. I mean, when you're splitting your obviously your equipment for 3 marches, you're never going to be able to upgrade your single march as much as what you'd like to. Especially, it depends on your spend level as well, though. Yeah, Mrs. C, she's way too loud.
Yeah, I was trying to throw it out then.
Just checking. I've looked in the chat, see if there's anything. There's no questions for me, is it? No. Right. Second commander, Garja. So I think Turbo runs the same as me. I'd say he runs Margaret, Cordoba, Garja, Baba, and John with Stephen. Can anyone add me to C's chat? Moen, if you add me in the game, if you add me on here now, I will add you to C's chat. Right, let's look at this Garja Marder. Oh dear, we've got some blue gear here, guys, and we haven't even iconic these. You know, it's the best it can do. I suppose it's the best it could be for a cheaper set. How have you run out of iconic crystals? I'm gonna give this a 5. The drum's great. No, 5.5. I think 5. Yeah, no, I'm gonna give it 5 actually. I don't know how Mrs. C's got 4.5 though.
Because I'm really good.
Should we just give her a 3?
Well,
Can I show my profile? Yeah, of course I can, Moen. Yeah, we'll give him a 5. 3 crystals, but you're waiting in case it crits something. Yeah, that's fair enough actually. Okay. Oh, okay. You got 6 inscriptions here. Let's have a look. Loosed is good. Swift, march speed, can't go wrong with that. Bloody Bolt, again, decent. 2.5% more deals 2.5% more counter damage of all types. Okay, so that doesn't do a great deal unless obviously you're being attacked at melee range. Watchman takes 1.5% less damage, is pretty decent, and Hard is obviously decent as well if you want the extra health. Overall, that's actually not too bad. I'm going to give that a 7. So this march, we're probably looking about 6.5, something like that, out of 10. Not bad at all, to be honest with you. Buzzwell, welcome to the stream. By the way, guys, is this stream actually all working okay so far? I like that in Garja a lot if I fight other siege players. Yeah, true. Yeah, that would help actually. In fact, you were doing fine against me. I think at that point, your gear, it doesn't matter too much, if you know what I mean. I think minimal amounts your gear's making when you're fighting another siege player. I mean, that probably goes on your amount of troops, your crystal tech as well. Those make big difference as well. So you, John, again, obviously you're not iconic these, but I get you've got 3 crystals left, and you're waiting to see what next piece of gear you're creating. But again, a pretty solid set. I can give you a 6.5 for this. With no iconics and no crits. But I do like your drum and your horn. Obviously, you're having 3 marches in the same position. Doing a decent amount of. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm listening to Mrs. C in the background. It's putting me off a little bit. It's just putting me off. So obviously, if you've got 3 marches in the same place, these drums are amazing because obviously they do affect yourself and up to 2 nearby troops with 50 extra rage. And siege marches are slow at generating rage, so a horn and a drum is great on there. I think that's going to help massively. Yeah, Buzzwell, I am doing siege review. This is a new thing. Obviously, rate your siege, and we're just sort of rating everyone's march. Now, we haven't got a 10 on here yet, and I know there is guys with 10 rating gear. I can definitely rate people 10. but they haven't appeared on Rate Your Siege yet, but I'm sure they will do very, very soon. Would you suggest refining or first critting? Now, for me, it really depends, because if you're making 3 marches, then there's a possibility you're going to crit something on those 3 marches, and then I would refine that piece of equipment first. Now, you might be making 5 sets eventually, like I am. I'm going to be making 5 sets of siege gear. Now, most people aren't going to be siege mains. They aren't going to be making 5 sets of siege gear. Now, obviously, on that 5th craft, you guaranteed a crit, and then obviously then you'd want to icon it the crit pieces first, because you're going to be getting more value out of it. Now, if you're just running 1 or 2 marches, then I'd probably say you might want to upgrade probably to 2 first, or even 4 is very good. You're probably getting more value from 4 than wasting 3 times to refine potentially. I mean, you could try and refine once, and if you don't get that crit straight away, then you could start iconicking, because I think it becomes harder after your first attempt. That's the way I would do it, to be fair. So I've given you 6.5 on your gear there, turbo. All damage 3.4%, just as a glance. That's really good. Warcry 3.5, attack there, striker 1.5% more damage of all types is decent, and 1% extra damage there. Well, in fact, 1.5 more normal damage on this march isn't that amazing, really, because obviously you're not doing smite damage. So yeah, oh yeah, Don, you did send me if you sent me your march, yeah, you're going to be pretty high, because I have seen it before. I don't know if you actually did it on the Siege chat or it's just to me personally. I'm going to give this a 7. Obviously, there's a lot of room for improvement there. High numbers of obviously siege stats, and the all damage is really good. But yeah, there's a lot of improvement to be done on the inscription wise. But overall, those 3 marches turbo are really solid. Obviously, we know they're really solid. I've fought directly against you this KVK, and I know you're very, very strong indeed. So yeah, fair play. That you're a proper siege main. Right, let's get on to the next one. So we've done turbos, which is siege mav something. Oh yeah, Don Naughty. We're gonna get to you hopefully soon. Yeah, we won't be too long. So Hail State. I know you joined obviously pretty recently the siege chat. Okay, we're looking at sort of a 7 again here. We've got 2 crits, which is very good. Nice and lucky on the weapon there, because that makes a huge difference. 7.5% extra attack from critting that weapon. Now, I would have loved to have a weapon crit, but unfortunately, I think I've crafted 3 and haven't had it yet. But 2 more tries, and I will definitely get one eventually. So we're getting there. Now let's check these armaments. Borna, how do I get in video? Well, you have to be on the Siege chat, send your march, and hopefully we get round to you, but there's a lot to obviously get through. So, we'll see if we can get to you at all. Philip, how do I send mine? Again, hopefully you're on the Siege chat. Drilled, we have our first drilled of this video. And again, this is probably the second best inscription that you can have on a siege march. I think Astute's slightly better, but you get 5% boost to range normal damage dealt straight away, so that's great. And then let's click on it. When attacking from range, for every 20% units the target is lost. So again, if you're attacking really low health marches, you're going to be doing more damage, and then up to 12%. So you could be dealing 17% boost to range normal damage, which is massive. But it all depends on who you're hitting. Onslaught, again, we spoke about this before, and it is actually a really good inscription. 1.5% more normal damage on your Gaja Cordoba is great. And Assertive's great. Sharp Arrows is really, really good too. So really solid inscriptions there. Your attack is pretty low. Defense is fine. That's very good. Your health is good because you've got the all damage as well. And I'm going to give you I'm actually going to give you an 8.5 because I do think your armaments and your inscriptions, yeah, your inscriptions are pretty good there. So overall, we're looking about 7.75 again there. Yeah, another 7.75. So you're up there. Very, very good indeed. Can I get Siege Crew Borner? Yes, you can. I will add you. I've added so many people recently, so I'll add you too. There we go. You added. And let's check the next one. Now, I hope I can remember where we were. Hail State, yes. Are you cooked? We'll soon find out. Yes. Maybe. We've got no accessories. I mean, you at least want a Delanes on there, and the one that reduces your rage as well. But in terms of a cheap set, yeah, that's pretty good. Like I said, you want to go for your harvester gear if possible. Now, I'm actually going to give. I've got to be fair, and I'm going to give you a 2.5 out of 10, and I think that's kind of fair. Maybe I could push to a 3. Um, you it's unfortunate you may have just knocked Mrs. Siege off bottom spot with that.
Wait,
so
who's not with bottom spot?
Destra Zador, maybe.
I'm always bottom spot.
Oh, he's got his guard at 2111.
That's bad.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. His inscriptions are probably better than yours. So, yeah, but still not amazing. Cleanser's pointless. Watchmen take 1.5% less damage. Pacifier, again, pointless. You've got 2 barbarian ones on here. Okay, yeah. So it was on a double inscription there, and cleanser. Okay, not great. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I'm gonna give you 4 out of 10 there. So overall, we're looking about 3.75 overall, and you know what? I'm gonna knock you. I'm not gonna knock you 1.5 off because your gosh is at 2111. I'm gonna give you 2 overall, just to firmly knock you at bottom spot. I'm so sorry. Is that harsh? Maybe it's a little bit harsh there. Right, back up. You might have to stop sending me some commanders through now, guys. I won't get around them all. But Destro Zador Zada, yeah, you were cooked there. Sorry, man. Yota. Right, let's get on to you, mate. Let's have a comeback now. Here we go. Okay, we're looking good now. Oh, we got some. Yes, we got some. What would you call it? Oh, guys, I'm having a mind blip here. What are those other troops in the game? Wait, it might even say. What have you got here? Oh, this is the gathering leadership. Thank you, Burnout and Kyubi. What is going on here? How can I not think about leadership? Yeah, leadership gear is absolutely fine. Usually, you'd want your 2 pieces. Am I right? Yeah, because for your troop defense. Now, to be honest, a full leadership set is absolutely fine on a siege march. King's in the chat. Yeah. Hire's in there. Let's have a quick look at the chat. When you fight in Dark Ultimate, want to hit a few bobs on the way home. Yeah, but you want the bobs to kill you, don't you, as well? So that's not helping at all. Yeah, you know what? I would definitely have gone with the harvester boots on here, crit them, to be honest with you, instead of these for the gathering gear. But you do get a bit of march speed, so that can't be argued against really. But horn and plume is fine, and I'll give you 6.5. I think I'll be fair. 6.5 there. 3 + 3 base attack though. Yeah, +3 base attack. Where are you seeing that? I mean, 8% health's actually pretty decent on them. Oh, for the Gathering Boot. Yeah, it's +3. What's the Harvester stuff? I'm sure it's more than that. Why am I looking on mail? I'm sure the Harvester's more than that, isn't it? Yeah, but so if I was to equip that, we've got 6% stats on there. So I think the Harvester boots is better, to be honest with you. So yeah, I'll definitely go for the Harvester boots on your march there. I didn't finish that one off, did I? So let's go try and find that again. Wow, I'm really really far behind now. So I think I gave you 6.5 for your equipment, and we're not looking too bad. Breaker's quite cool actually. When you launch any type of basic attack, 10% chance to reduce the target's defense by 15% for 3 seconds. Now that's going to help everybody. Now I do actually quite rate Breaker. I think it's quite a useful inscription there. Dealing 2.5% more counter-attack damage. Obviously we've gone through that with turbos again. 5% extra damage when it has over 70% rage. Obviously that isn't going to actually kick out on your active skills though, which is unfortunate. Cohesive is nice, and Smite's actually really good as well. I quite like Smite, because that's just normal damage as well. It doesn't even just affect Smite damage, it's all your normal damage. So it's like, that's 2% all damage, which is good. Decent stats there as well. So I think I'll give that 7.5. Yeah, it could be better, but you got 5 inscriptions there, and they are pretty decent. Retaliation's questionable. So yeah, overall that's a pretty good march. 6.5 and a 7.5, so 7 overall. And yeah, just search. Oh yeah, sorry. Here we go. Mr. Siege YouTube, and the alliance is Rise of Phoenix. Now, also for anyone that's here, we are recruiting in our kingdom. So Phoenix family 3069 is obviously the kingdom, and yeah, we're just coming out of KVK. We did win KVK, but that the results are questionable. Go check out one of my recent videos. But we are looking for fantastic players, just like Turbo. We've just seen 3 siege marches. Now we're not just looking at siege players, obviously. We do want people with amazing other troops as well, definitely. But yeah, we are recruiting. If you are interested, go and look at the description in some other videos, which I have left as well in like the last 3 or 4 videos, maybe even more, to be honest with you. Oh yeah, these were from the Ark battle yesterday. That was on my city actually. But yeah, we're going off at a tangent now. So back on the siege crew. I'm sorry guys, I'm not looking at these ones right now. Back on the siege crew, because we've got a lot to go through. We're on Uno next, I think. Yes. Now, obviously, Uno's been watching my videos for a long time. He's in my kingdom, and I know his march is better than CM's. But is it better than Fail Wales actually? So Fail. Wait, I'm forgetting his name again. We're just gonna skip that bit. Right. So his gear's good. No crits, unfortunately, apart from Delane's, but that's great. That's a migration. Oh, thank you. Uno has put the migration Discord link in. No. Why are you in thumbnail again? Is that CM? Sorry, CM. Yeah, you are. So that gear, I'm gonna go for a 6, only because there's no crits, and obviously you could have a better accessory, but the Delane's is excellent. Sorry, CM. CM, I just like putting you in the thumbnail. Not that it's attracting anyone to the watching videos though, unfortunately. Yeah, 3069, best kingdom I've been in for years. Yeah, definitely. If you fancy it, reach out. Josh, you free to play? I don't believe that. Right. Armaments, they're looking good. Sharpshooter again, best in slot. Bloody Bolt, very, very good too. Assertive, great. Sharp Arrows, really, really good. I love Sharp Arrows actually. That 4% boost to range normal damage dealt is solid. pretty low stats though on here. Oh, you've gone 6.7% march speed. That's quite impressive actually, and still 5.3% defense. I mean, if you want the march speed, that's fine. But yeah, I'd want to see these around 10% really. And I think I'll give on that note, I think I'm going to give you a 7 for your armaments. That's probably a bit harsh. Sorry, Uno. Higher, yeah. Let's see your siege march higher. You don't want a useless siege. Your armaments are almost the same as this. Are they? Okay. Josh, your armaments and gear are free to play. Are they? Okay. Oh, Caesar, welcome. So what did I give that overall? We give it 6.5. And was that a 7? Yeah, we were about 6.75 overall, Uno. But a solid march, you know, obviously you get crazy results with that, you know, in the right situations, which is great. Right. Still Apocalypse Pony. Right, still loads to go through. I'm looking forward to getting to Don Naughty. In fact, we're on Don Naughty, so guys, this could be the one we've been waiting for. Could it be a 10 out of 10 though? Let's take a look. Okay, guys, this is the best gear we've seen so far. It's not a perfect 10, but let's take a look what we've got on these marches. We've got 1.5% extra damage there as well. That's really nice. Unit capacity, obviously one more on the damage will be really, really good. Enemy attack ignored. You've not got the unit capacity on that one. Furious Strike on here as well. So when you launch basic attack, 10% chance to gain a 5%, or 6.5% damage boost for 2 seconds. That's really, really good, to be honest with you. That's really useful. And unit capacity again there. A crit immolating plume. Wow, that's impressive. And what do you gain from that then? So increase the damage by then 39%. So that's almost another 10% extra damage. Your eyes are gonna hurt when you see the bottom one. Yeah, I mean I've seen J Towers before. In fact, I did a video on J Towers March, and obviously that was, of course, it was ridiculous. And this was probably about a year ago or more, so it could be even better now. Now, I'm gonna have to give this a 9.6. Okay, so it is extremely good, but obviously there's still some more way to go. But a totally solid set of equipment there, really impressive. So yeah, that's very OP. Well done there. Now armaments, high stats there, high attack stat. You got 2% all damage. These stats are very strong. Sharpshooter, really good. Bloody Bolt, great. Spirited, okay, yeah, that's again the 5% damage when he has over 10% rage. Not crazy. Rebuff deals 2.5% more counter, again, not crazy. And Militant, 1.5% more damage. Because the stats are so high, I'm happy to take this to a 9. So that's going to give me give you a 9.3 overall, and obviously put you in top spot. So fair play, Don Naughty. That is really, really strong. Sorry, Mr. Fox, are you not happy? Do you have to, are you gonna complain about me too? No, I'm really sorry about using you on there again. Okay, Josh, gonna love you and leave you. Have a good stream, pal. Thank you very much. You don't use Siege well. Okay, that's fair enough. You know, I'm not gonna say it's for everybody, because it certainly isn't. But yeah, you know, if you don't fancy having a Siege March, or maybe you just hadn't had a chance to get around to it yet, that's fair enough. But you know, do I think everyone should have a Siege March? No, I don't. Again, because it doesn't suit everybody, and it is quite situational, to be honest with you. Right, have I missed anything important on these? I'll speak to him later. That's not important. So, I don't think that was Don's only march where I've gone past it, haven't I? Way past it, way past it. I'm getting lost here. Destrazado, obviously, we saw your march earlier. Is that another one then? Let's just check a second. Okay, he's got some different gear. Let's check this one out. Okay, no gear. He's just got a 111 Cordoba. Do you want me to knock you any more points off here? No, I'm not. I think, what did I give him? A 2.5 overall. Why do you always forget poor selfish? Who's selfish failure? Oh, yeah, so that guy from my kingdom. Sorry, I do always forget his name. Wait, what's this? For worst reference, CM, you're definitely not the worst anymore, mate. Okay, you need to watch this video back. You're probably far from worse now. First of all, we put Mrs. Siege in last place. Yeah, wait, why did I say first? I mean last place. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm first.
No, you're not first.
Yeah.
You're definitely not first.
Definitely first.
You were last, and you're not last anymore. You lasted like
That's bad.
about 5
if
minutes.
Someone's worse than me, then that's bad.
It's still good. He's still gonna be getting good. Well, no, he's not gonna get good results. He's got 2-1-1-1 Gauja and 1-1-1 Cordoba. So yeah, not great. So this is Don Naughty's second march. Okay, so nowhere near as good as his first march. So he's put everything into one march. I mean, is that a good idea? Personally, I'd probably have got a full legendary set here instead of putting everything into one crazy legendary set. And I don't think you'd have had, made much more difference to that first march instead of like, fully having legendary gear here, because the stat difference is so significantly high having your legendary gear. It's a massive jump actually. So you've got 30, 36, 50, 60, 63% stats, but just having legendary gear will knock that up like 30% more, which is mad. Would have been nice to see your siege on the video, Caesar. Yeah, Caesar, definitely would have been nice. So, I think this is like it's fully crit, to be fair. Crit the lanes, and obviously silent trial, which is very good as well. So I'll probably give it a 5.5 or maybe a 5. So it's actually still a very good set. Exactly, especially with fully crit, and obviously he's working on these armaments as well. Quite low siege stats, no all damage, couple of rare inscriptions, valiant 1% extra damage is good, 3% health, and obviously more health there, isn't it? So not bad. I'm probably going to give you a 6. Yeah, 6 is quite generous. So we'll give you a 5.5 overall there. We should do a practice and only bring siege players. Yeah, that would be cool. I'd be down for that. Sorry about my squeaky chair, by the way. So yeah, Don 5.5 for that one. So do we average your marches out now, Don? You had a 9.3 and a 5.5. So do we actually put you top now? Do you know what I mean? No, we're still going to put your march top. That wouldn't be fair. That wouldn't be fair at all, would it? Who's Andy for him to know about Caesar? Who knows? Who knows? Right, where are we? We looked at another one of Don Naughty's. And, okay, we're on Yota. So Yota's got 2 marches. Stephen Primary. That's interesting. I wonder how that's going. And again, Baba Primary. But let's have a look. So he has Max Stephen. I'm wondering whether he's just switched. No, he's actually got a plume, a proper siege accessory. I was thinking he might have just switched some accessories over for the video, but no crits over on these 3 here, but crits on the weapon and the gloves. And, if that's the best you've got, that's the best you've got. Again, I would definitely crit just the Harvester helm, to be honest with you. Ah, it's Desert, is it? Desert, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'd go for the Harvester over that crit. And I think overall, I'm going to give you 4 for the gear. Now, the Moira's Web actually could be pretty useful. Obviously, reducing the chance to reduce the speed of... it's just cavalry units, though, isn't it? So it's kind of pointless, I don't rate Moira's Web. It could have a slight use, but I'd be tempted to actually dismantle that. What do you think, guys? Would you dismantle the Moira's Web? Yeah, I think I would. And the armaments, actually, for saying they're all purple, that's not too bad. I know there's no inscriptions on there. Now, I think on a purple armament, 2.5% stats is your max. So look at that. It's nearly a maxed armament there. Apart from no inscription. This is actually crazy. For a purple set of armaments, these are super strong. How lucky have you got with these? And again, I think 1.5 all damage is your max. So fair play. Like you've obviously been putting quite a bit into V formation just to get those, surely. Very lucky. Let's go have a look at your other one then, because you have sent another one through. I see Josh has messaged me too. We're nearly there. Taking some getting through now. So this is your Baba March. So we're not looking at any better gear. In fact, it is worse. Again, I have to give you a 3.5 on there. You know, at least you've got some crits for the Harvester set, and I still have the Harvester helm, but you maybe just haven't got them, and that's the best you can really do with cheap gathering gear. Yeah, I get that. Troop capacity and reducing rage, that's fine. Wondering what his set could do on the field. I mean, it probably could do fine. Again, depending on the situation. I wouldn't fancy being swarmed with this sort of gear, though. You're not going to trade well at all with that. You've got a sharpshooter on here. Okay, that's useful. Alert, 1.5% more counter-attack damage dealt. You got about 20% of stats there, 1% all damage. You know, this isn't too bad. Probably 6% there. So again, not a bad march, and again, it will perform pretty well on the field. Yes, don't forget to like the video. Thank you, guys. I'm presuming all of you are subscribed, to be honest with you. Why would you not be? You're not forgetting to subscribe, are you? Wait, I'm not even in the right chat now. I'm losing it, guys. I'm losing it. I'll tell you what. Let's limit ourselves. Let's do... I'm sorry, guys, if I haven't included you in this video yet. Let's see how many we've got here after Yota. I'm going to do one of Hawk Legacies. Sorry, Hawk Legacy. Or we can just have a quick glance at the others. And we'll do Last Sensei and probably one of Apocalypses. We'll glance at the other ones. And yeah, I need a drink, to be fair, guys. I need a beer, to be fair. So, where are we? Right, Hawk Legacy. Let's have a look at your best gear. I presume this is your best gear. So, yeah, nothing crazy. Another Moira's Web. And we're looking at probably 5 on the gear here. There's definitely room for improvement. Not too bad. Again, a light breaker. Yeah, inscriptions aren't bad at all. Pretty low stats there. So I'm probably going to give you 5 on your armaments. So 5 overall with that march. And we'll just have a quick glance at your other marches, just in case any of them are actually better than that. But yeah, we're going to give you a 5 for if that's your best one. I presume you would have shared your best one first of all. So your John. Oh, okay. It wasn't your best. 6.5. I'm going to give you on this. No crits, unfortunately. I would have given you 7 if you had a crit. And okay, yeah, you are looking quite decent on this, to be fair. Low defense, but you got the march speed. Oh, that infantry health. I bet you want to get rid of that, don't you? Oh, that was your third, was it? That was your third, okay. Yeah, full draw, hurried, extra march speed. Uplifting as well. You know, forget about uplifting. That can be great. If you remain in battle for a decent amount of time, that extra normal damage, you know, that's actually better than sharpshooter if remaining in contact with your enemy for long enough, to be honest with you, from the start of battle. Brutal, obviously attack, more march speed, and 1.5% more normal damage. Not great on this march, but it's still okay. Pretty decent. I'm going to give you a 7.5 actually. Yeah, I think that's pretty decent. You've obviously gone a lot for March speed, which is fine. I don't see any harm in that. Getting away from battles sometimes it's going to save you a lot of troops in the long run. I know I said I was going to have a glance through these, but I didn't. You know, especially if that was his best March. I don't want to be a bit harsh to miss that out, wouldn't it? And his last one is Margaret. Always, yeah. Okay, this is actually his best set. Shared him in the wrong order, really. You know what? I'm actually going to give you a 7.5. I think having the concealed dagger is really helpful, especially a crit. You know, reducing the health of the enemy is going to help everybody, and when you're helping everybody, I think that's just great. Obviously, 2 crits and one of them being the weapon is amazing too. This is going to give you more attack, so great. Yeah, I'll give you 7.5 on there. And yeah, we're looking at probably better inscriptions here than the last one. Maybe debatable. Yeah, we'll say it's better. Decent stats. I'll give you 7.5 on there as well. So 7.5 overall. I can't remember what I gave you on the last one. Was it 7 or 7.5? I don't know. Obviously, we'll look through this, and I'm going to put everyone in a table as well. Oh, we got Lakuta's Patriarchy. Oh, you're Apocalypse Pony, are you? Your Margaret's 1, Guardia 2, John number 3. 14 months of work so far. Yes, I do think I know who you are. I've seen you on some of the Siege chats before. I didn't know that was your name, to be honest with you. So again, sorry for the squeaky chair. My bum's starting to ache. If you wanted to know that, I'm sure you didn't. So Margaret is your number 1 March. Okay, so this is his best March. So this is what we're obviously going to grade him on. And okay, yeah, looking pretty good. Oh, okay, we have got a 2 on here with the siege unit health. I'm gonna give you a 7 point. I'll give you a 7.5 there. 3 crits out of the 6 siege pieces. I think it's very good. And you're astute. Here we go. First astute, 10% boost to range normal damage dealt. And if you had a Garja Cordoba, obviously that's 10% all damage, which would be absolutely crazy. Robust is decent enough. Fit, decent enough. And assertive's good, 2% more all damage while on the map. Great gold gathering speed, yeah, 5%. And yeah, barbarians. So that's unfortunate, really, because yeah, you were set up really well. I'm gonna have to give you a 6.5, unfortunately, because your inscriptions are great, but some of these stats have kind of let you down there, unfortunately. But a good March. So I think that gives you 7 overall, which is pretty decent. Definitely. Oh, you've got a load of transmutation stones. I mean, you're 43. You can soon get through them, to be honest with you. Anyone got a rate of 6.9? No, you know what? I'm sticking to the 0.5s generally. Unless it's between 9 and 10, I think that's getting to the realms of where we've got to be a little bit more smaller increments in steps then. Right. But yeah, that was pretty good. I said I was going to have a glance at the next ones. Very good as well. Drum and horn. Nice, because obviously you got 3 marches. And not bad on the inscriptions as well. Yeah, again, we're just having a glance at these. Like we said before. I'm on the wrong chat again. I'm losing it, guys. Rate Krangs. Guys, we might have to just do this again another day. And hopefully, obviously it's first come, first served. So hopefully you get... What are you doing, Uno? I don't want to see you, Matilda of Flanders. Wait, what does that sound rude? I don't want to see you, Matilda of Flanders. Yeah, you know, it's first come, first served. I'm sorry I've not got through everybody on this stream. Kind of amazing the stream's actually worked as well. Okay, that's your worst gear. Glance, you know, it's not bad still. And another drum though, that's useful sticking that out anyway. 5 inscriptions, and yeah, not bad stats on there as well. That's not a bad march, you know, not a bad march at all. Add me Leighton, open 36.9 main alliance. Let him focus on stream. Yeah, sorry. Add you to the siege crew. I mean, I can do in about 5 or 10 minutes because we're sort of wrapping up on this one, guys. Though, so again, don't send any more through. You buy queue, you're showing you buy queue, or you. Let's have a look at that quickly. Wow. Donna, you're looking to migrate. We're looking for migrants. That's pretty impressive, by the way. It might be another 9.3 out of 10 there. Oh, and your pincer formation. Okay, that's coming on because obviously it's pretty new. Sorry, we've gone off it then. Make sure to rank Josh 0 out of 0. Yeah, John. Wait, has he sent? No. No, he's sent no siege commander. So effectively, he is 0 out of 0. Not. Let's have a look. I mean, he's obviously going to be good. He's in 1606, so yeah, crazy. Crazy good. Wow, nice. What's that? Airtight? Man, I don't even know what these are. I've not been through any of these, but yeah, pretty impressive. So, Josh, very, very nice. But yeah, like John Wicked said, you're 0 out of 10 for your siege, unfortunately. Now, did I say we're going to do one more siege? I believe we did. Where are we at? Sudo. Yeah, Sudo. I'm gonna do one of yours. Sudo, are you in the chat at the moment? Which is your best commander? You know, I think Programmer's on here as well on the screen. So Sudo, if you're on the stream, tell me which is your best march, and I'll rate that one. And we're gonna look at Programmer now. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Mog. Right. That was very quick. Nice one. Nice live stream time, Gumbo. Gumbo, welcome to the stream. Another crazy good siege main, Gumbo. And right, let's look at Sudo's best march here. Okay, you've been pretty unfortunate with the crits, but at least you got a crit horn. So again, I'll give you 6.5. Yeah, probably one crit on your siege gear would have took you up to 7. But yeah, nice having a crit horn for sure. And you've got no other crits on the others at all. Yeah, that's really unlucky. Oh, here we go. Astute again. Astute's so good. That's one inscription I really, really want. And I've just had no luck so far. Merciless again. Sharpshooter. Bloody Bolt. Pretty decent. We've gone through all them before. 5.5% all damage. Now, that's really impressive. I'm actually going to go high on this, guys. I think I'll give you a 9.5. Because I love that all damage. That's kind of impressive. It's 9.5. Yeah, that's fine. And do we give you 6.5 on your gear? So 8 overall. That's high. Fair play. It beats your armaments, does it? Selfish failure. Selfish failure. Yeah, those armaments were spot on, to be fair. Not bad at all. Shall we do one more? Let's see, what have we got? Programmer, yeah, we said we're going to do Programmer. So this will be the last one, unfortunately. And sorry for the guys that are going to be missing out. Chucho, Borna, and Blaz. But hopefully we get you on the next time. Keep a lookout. If you enjoyed this, I might do it again. Obviously, another Rate Your Siege on stream. And anyone that isn't in the Siege chat, obviously, or Siege crew, yeah. Anyone that isn't in the Siege crew, you can add anyone like me or Uno. Send me a friend request. Like I'll see 3 people doing it now, and we'll add you on there in a minute. But yeah, Uno or me or anyone you know on this stream, actually, you can add them. And most of them are on the Siege chat. You've seen Selfish Failure. Anyone from this video, they can add you too. So last one, Programmer. Obviously, at a glance, not amazing. We've got 5511 Garja. But we've got a fully crit set. we're missing that Delanes if you want, you know, your cheap alternative accessory. And I think I will give you a 5. Maybe 4.5 without the accessory. Yeah, we'll give you 4.5. Nice stream, to be honest. Oh, cheers. Cheers, Desert. You're going to KVK soon. No migrating for me. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. And let's check out your enrollments there. That's pretty good. You got 19% on your seed stats, but you got 4.4% mark speed, which again isn't bad at all. Loosed is nice. Fearsome, 1% extra damage, and Hardy, 2.5% more health, which is obviously on this one here. Yeah, that's not letting you down there actually. This is a nice armament. Shame you haven't got. Well, I mean, 1% extra damage. It's all right. It's good. So yeah, this one's letting you down, but apart from that, it wouldn't have been too bad. I'm gonna have to give you like a 6 on this though. So we're looking at 5.5 overall. Not bad. Not too bad. You're not bottom. Obviously, Josh is bottom now with 0. No, I don't think we can't rate Josh properly because he didn't actually send us anything onto the siege crew, so it's kind of unfair. I would have liked that, but so we have got a new rock bottom. I think it was 2.5 we gave him in the end. It was Destra Zador. But yeah, welcome to the siege crew, Destra Zador, and obviously you're going to be working on your commanders, which is great. And obviously, if you need to ask any questions on here, I'll do my best to answer them. Obviously, you may have me on Discord as well, the Discord of channel, and if you tag me in there, I'll do my best to answer everybody. I always try and do my best to answer you guys if I can. Now again, I'm going to repeat it. My kingdom is recruiting, and we're after the best of the best fighters to join our low AC kingdom. And you know, we've done well with the recruitment so far. There's a load of great players coming in, so we're looking pretty strong for the next KVK. I'm really excited about. Obviously, I'm so low on speed ups and stuff. Why am I clicking on mail? I'm kind of low on speed ups. Resources pretty fine with, to be honest. 84 days of speed up, so universal. So yeah, I might need to recoup them for a little bit. So maybe skipping a couple of KVKs. CM, hello. Don't break my city with that, will you? You're not last anymore, CM. It's chill, man. It's chill. You're good. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed the stream, and hopefully, you know, if you did, let me know if you want me to do another one. Obviously, I'll be gladly rate your siege, guys. You know, it's a lot of fun, and it's great with you, you know, joining me and being on stream with me at the same time. Yeah, just great, guys. So I'll see you on the next one, everybody. This is Mr. Siege, and bye bye.